GM to YouTube. All right, so I wanted to make a guide on this. The acquisition contracts have been changed along with the Radiant Oathplate kits. So these are also a little bit easier post-update. And this one no longer rags you from the meteors. I'll explain what that means. But effectively, this contract has become much easier and is incredibly profitable right now. This probably won't last very long. They're like 8 to 10 mil right now, and they give you 45 Oathplate shards, which is 16 mil. So it's literally like 6 to 8 mil a kill, which is insane. It is forced duo effectively. You technically can solo and get it done, but it's almost impossible. And your duo partner does not get to use a contract nor get the reward. So it's one of you using this, and then the two of you going for the kill, and then the person who used the contract gets 45 shards and rare drops only. They don't get anything else. So things like dossiers, rare drop. I got a dossier earlier. That kind of thing you can get. Your partner just gets normal loot. Like they can get worms, whatever, like totally normal loot, pet chance, rares, all that. So effectively, they get the loot of a normal kill. It'll be a little bit slower than if you were killing Yama normally, but you get a ton of money. You kind of gotta, like, if you want to go for this, you kind of gotta split up the, like who's using contracts and who's like doing normal loot. Kind of got to figure it out ahead of time what you're doing. Also pretty feasible for irons. You can practice this by taking 100 pineapple pizzas to Yama, which is annoying, but the pineapple pizza contract is going to be the exact same. You can do that duo, so you can practice this as well. This is the gear we bring. It's just mage camp. There's no really good specs for this with mage, so one person lands a single scepter. We both bring it in case we miss a ton of times. Very rare to do that, though. It's like a 90% accuracy. Giga Max Mage, you really don't want to be doing this in anything less because the end is so difficult you need DPS. And then we just bring in SGS for a little bit of restoration. The one stipulation on this contract, besides the mechanical changes, is you get 50% less prayer and health. So all the food you bring, all of the prayer you bring is half as effective. That includes the SGS spec as well. So you're just trying to get some more supplies. There's just no better use for spec. I'm going to read off my cue card here from Hedron. At 6 to 10 mil per contract, shards are 350k each. If you get 45 shards per KC, 45 times 350k is 15.75 mil loot, 5.75 mil to 9.75 mil profit per KC, plus the other person has the chance to get drops as well. If they're doing 15 KC an hour, it's like 86.25 mil to 146.25 mil profit an hour. Pretty good, and that's not gonna last. So if you're a really good player and you wanna get in on this, like send it. But in the future, this is more so geared towards like the irons as well who get these contracts and wanna do them eventually. This is helpful. What I bring for gear is I just bring a bunch of combo eats with anglers. The max you can overheal to is 109. And you want to be 109 for P3 because P3 is crazy difficult. I'll bring a couple Moonlight Antelope. These are really high healing food, but it heals slowly. So you bring a few of these for like big chunk healing, and then you're combo eating anytime you take a bunch of damage. The last phase, I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit, but the last phase, the off price can hit you like 70. They hit ridiculously hard. The waves can hit you 50. You can just get tanked from full health and be like, it's extremely difficult to heal back up, basically, because you get half healing. So that's the challenge, is can you do last phase well enough and make it through? What is different from this fight? So this has the same changes to health as the other contract. So it used to be 66%, 33%, like for each phase, and then like you'd go to P3. Now it's 75% until you get to P2, and then 50% down to P3. And then P3 is the last half of Yama's health. So the challenge is surviving P3. He also has lower health, so overall P3 is the same. It just is that phase 1 and 2 are a lot faster. These kills are not that slow. Like we were getting, our best was like a sub 3 minute kill. So these are pretty quick. The big change is that he hits really hard basically through the fight and is dropping meteors at all times. Now in the solo contracts, those rag tiles as well, kind of like re-entry, but this one does not. Okay, so it's just dropping meteors occasionally. P1 and 2 are very easy. It's just both of you hop on a glyph when you need to block things. It's just like the normal fight. It just hits really hard. The challenge is P3, okay? P3 does 5 sets of meteor doing a full clockwise rotation or counterclockwise rotation randomly. And it does this repeatedly, and you don't know if it's going to flip. It's hard. It's really hard. So you're dealing with that. The off price hits you up to 70, so you need to be catching every prayer or you will die. And then it does gigantic patterns of waves, like ridiculous. It's harder than any contract's waves. It's just like, and then if that wasn't enough, it spawns 4 sets of orbs with all of this happening. Meteors are hitting you, waves are on the screen, he's attacking you with auto attacks, and you have to kill 4 orbs. So 2 of you have to get 2, right? So each of you are going to take a side. And if you survive all of that, you get through. It's around 4 sets of orbs, something like that. If you get through all of that, you get your payload. You get your 16 mil. That's the idea. It's ridiculously hard. If you are Not really good at the game. I wouldn't even recommend. If you think you're solid and you want to give it a shot, practice some pizza. Give it a shot because pizza is going to be the same exact thing. One person brings Yama 100 pizzas, and you both get to practice. All right? I'm going to try to talk through what we're doing. This may not be a clean kill because these are really hard. We'll see. We'll see.
We try.
Surely through editing magic, we'll get a kill in. But I'll try to explain what I'm doing on P3. Just talk through it. In your chugging barrel as well, you want to pre-pot super combat, prey regen, stamina, and antidote. All of those. The regen especially. Because regen is not capped. It gives you the normal prayer. So really important. Yep. And then the person with the contract just starts it. All right. I have Sax on Scepter duty, so as long as he hits it, that's all we need. You need one Scepter, that's the only one you can get. And you can see it just does meteors all the time. And you'll see these phases go actually pretty quickly. This is not a slow boss fight, but it's very hard. I hit a 66, we'll probably skip this. Yeah, we're phased. So 75 is the phase here. You can just block the orbs with touching the glyphs, just like you would the contracts. So you can see how quick that was. Like, you rapidly go through those. And all it takes is one hit and then one cast after that, and that's it. We're on to P2. Also a very easy phase. Basically, the whole thing is the last phase, so you're just trying to get there with a full overheal. You just want one of you to get one glyph, so I'll get fire here, Sax.
Okay.
As long as you have each one covered, you're good. And we'll just block the glyphs here. Or the flares. Hey, we phased anyways. Cool. But yeah, that would have blocked them. Okay, now my goal is to go in the last phase with 109. You want full health out of this judge. So eat an angler. Make sure you double check that you have Mark of Darkness active. Okay, so I spawned in kind of low health, so the first thing I'm doing is trying to get into overheal, because there's no reason to sit, like, below 99, basically ever. Like, goal is to keep your health topped up at all times. So I'm eating an angler here, and I just want to be overhealed. I'm not going to eat another one because that wastes food, but... yeah, and I'm going in with very low food here. So it's 5 sets of meteors, and then the waves come. Okay, now... there's 2 things that are going to happen. This is from the host POV. I am the host, and obviously I'm solo. If you are in duo, the person who's not the host is going to click to this green tile. I am going to click to this green tile. It's as simple as that, right? So what I'm looking for here is the waves to be in the middle of these 2 tiles. I click right there. Bam. Beautiful screenshot. Beautiful screenshot. So right there, bam, that's when you're clicking. If you are joining in, right, and you're not the host, you'll click here instead. You're going to run to the left. And watch what this does, okay? So meteor drops, and you move 1 tile after the second meteor drops, auto-dodging it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And you're now in range of everything. From this area in front of Yama, you can hit every single orb. Now, because I'm solo, I've got to catch all 4, so I'm going to do that. But you would just hit the back one first, step to the side and hit your second orb, and then dodge from there. That's the idea. But here I need to hit all 4, so I'm going to do that. And you can see just how much time this gives you. Like, you have a huge gap of space there because the waves have a big opening. So that's what's so great about this. You have this big opening with the waves, so you have time to deal with everything. Makes it a lot simpler. Then I come down here, dodge through the waves. And you're just going to come down here and dodge through the waves, basically, like repeatedly. And you can do an L, like an awkward L like I'm doing, or you could just go straight through. Straight through is easier. I just wasn't lined up that way. Okay? So that's the idea. So every time you have those giga waves like that, you're going to get a big gap of time to think and another set of orbs that you're going to deal with. So you have a lot of time to think here. 5 sets, and then you're going to start hitting these flares. Now, one of the things you can do as well is Purging Staff specs are supposed to remove 3 ticks off your cooldown. It just doesn't work properly, so it makes your attack 3 tick. But you can take advantage of that if you eat right after using a Purging spec. it's actually going to be 1 tick less on the cooldown. So effectively, if you spec and eat an anglerfish, it's like you ate a Carom 1 instead. So this lets you keep your attack uptime a little bit better. So I do that a little bit here. And then just run down, hang out around the starting tile, and I'm looking for the next waves to spawn. There they are. So I'm going to get one more hit in, and I'm going to work my way down to this tile. It has to be one in front of the throne, otherwise you get hit as you run through the wave, so it has to be from here. So I'm going here, I'm going to put on my purging staff, I'm waiting for this to be in between these 2 green tiles, and I'm going to run to the right. Ready? Okay, well, I might put on my purging staff as I run, but you get the idea. We were waiting for those to be lined up, 2 in between, run through. I'll just show the next one fluidly in motion so you can see it. Run through the wave, dodge a set of meteors. Hey, look, void flares. Beautiful. Spec them. I think I eat a piece of food here. I don't. Probably the next one then. And it's a set of meteors, and then get back to that start tile. Always the same cycle with the waves. All right, let's watch it in motion. Going to the tile, waiting for it to be in between those 2 green tiles. Click. Beautiful. It really simplifies the waves. And I just fully dodge that meteor, get down here, and start running through the waves again. Easy peasy. Okay, just deal with these again. As long as you're standing in this area in front of Yama, it's like here to here. You can actually reach even the flares in the back. You have really long range. It's like, yeah, it's like this area near the glyphs. This whole area, you can hit them. So you really have an easy time hitting them all from there. That's why it's so nice to be in that area. Okay, next waves are coming. Running to the tile. Waiting for them to line up. And what's really nice as well, I didn't have my mage pray up in time, right? What's nice is the tick you start running is also the tick you need to pray. So it gives you time. Let's watch that back one more time. He snaps as we start running, basically. Snap. See? So it gives you time to catch your prayer as well. It just lines up. Big shout outs to Kirby for finding this like run pattern. It's so much cleaner than doing it like the way we were doing it, like a chicken with our head cut off. So I'm getting really close now. Getting very, very close. I'm going to deal with this set. In duo, you have to deal with like 4 sets of void flares. So this is like significantly longer. It's like 2.5 times longer or something. So good for footage, but you won't have to do this much. Okay. And I've elected, I'm just going to kill him in time. Surely. Surely, surely. Surely, 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 surely. Surely, 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 surely. Surely, surely, surely. It's over. Fuck. Well, you know what? It's close enough. It's close enough, okay? God damn it, man. Game is bad. Game is actually bad. But that's the idea. You're doing that L run through the Giga Waves. You come back as you kill the orbs. You run through. And then you just eat up as you need to. Prayer up as you need to. And you get it done. It's not too bad now. It was really, really, like, almost impossible pre-changes. But with this last patch, it's much more doable. I feel like Irons could learn to do this if they wanted to with enough pizza practice. Definitely feasible. So get in there. And get your free shards. Surely, surely, surely. All right. Sweet dreams to YouTube. Leave a like. And subscribe. Or else. See ya! Okay.